So we were seeing the electric field on this point P due to these two charges, positive Q and negative Q, and we were trying to calculate the electric field at this point P. So what we did, we calculated the electric field due to positive charge as well as negative charge, and this Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught was common, and for positive one this was 1 upon r minus a square, for negative one 1 upon r plus a whole square. So this was there, and direction is along with the direction of dipole. So let us take this thing common. So now when we solve this, this is a minus b, this is a plus b. So you know the formula of a minus b, a plus b is simply a square minus b square, and whole square comes from this. So this is a square minus b square, this is directly coming here, and now this 4ar, how does you get this 4ar square? So when you solve this, you get this side is r square plus a square, r plus a whole square, which is r square plus a square plus 2ar. This side it is minus, so r minus a square in negative, so that means minus r square minus a square, and minus minus becomes positive, so 2ar. So this cancels out, this cancels out, remaining thing is 2ar. So 2ar and 2ar is 4ar. So this is the formula. Now let us take where the distances are much larger than this, that means r is greater than a. So in that case we can remove this a. So this is simply 4a cube, direction remains same, and in the numerator you have r, in the denominator you have r square to the power 2, that means r to the power 4. One power is cancelled out, so this remains r cube. So at last you reach to this formula. The electric field due to a dipole at a point on its axis is 4qa, where a is the distance of midpoint to one charge, which is a, upon 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught upon r cube. So here one important thing which you can see is E is proportional to 1 by r cube, not 1 by r square. So this is the for the first case. Now let us go to the second case, where this point is on this equatorial plane. What is equatorial plane? A plane which passes through the midpoint of this dipole. So we have to see, again the direction remains same from negative to positive, and the distance is 2a. Now we have to see that what is the magnitude of electric field and on this point P. So now the magnitude of electric fields due to charges positive q and negative q are given by C. How can we calculate this? So this is a, you know, this is r, this distance is r. Now how can we calculate this? So now total distance, this is under root r square plus a square using Pythagoras theorem. So this is total distance, this diagonal is r square plus a square. So now from this positive charge, q is the charge, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is the constant. Now 1 upon this r square plus a square, this is the distance, square of the distance. So distance was r square plus a square in root. So now when we square, this is simply r square plus a square. Similarly for negative charge, first we are going to calculate only the magnitude. So charge is again q, constant is 1 by 4 pi epsilon, and the distance is r square plus a square. So if we see this, so both the electric fields are same in magnitude. One is q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 upon r square plus a square, another one is same. So both are equal, both the electric fields are equal. So now the direction of E positive q and E minus q are shown in figure 1.20b. So now, since as we did an earlier example, to this P, this is in this direction, and for negative this is in this direction, you know. So the total electric field, resultant electric field will come in this direction. The resultant electric field will come in this direction. Now we have to see that how can we calculate the total electric field. So now we need an angle. We need an angle. So what is this angle? This angle, suppose let us take this first electric field E positive Q, and the angle with this direction is this. So if you take this angle as theta, this angle as theta, then this angle must be theta due to similarity. This line is parallel to this line and this line is parallel to this line. So if this angle is theta, this angle is also theta. So both the angles are theta. Now one thing to remember, this time we don't have an equilateral triangle. This time we don't have an equilateral triangle, so we simply cannot say that this theta is 60 degree. So this angle is theta. Again, for this is also theta. This angle is also theta, because though this is not equilateral triangle, but it is isosceles. This triangle is isosceles and this is equal. These angles are equal because both are on this point, equal distance to this plane AA, and this plane is equatorial plane. So this triangle is isosceles, so both the angles should be similar, theta and theta. So this is theta. Similarly for this, if we extend this here and this here, so the direction, if this is theta, this must also be theta. This is because these are conjugated angles. So these both the angles are theta. Now one problem comes, how can we measure theta? So this angle theta, so let us say this angle theta, how can we measure? So in this cos theta, if we take cos theta, so cos theta is simply A upon this r square plus a square. So A upon r square plus a square. In this way we have measured the cos theta. So this is this and under root of this, so this is cos theta. Again see the cos theta, how did we measure? Cos theta is A upon r square plus a square under root of this, or we can say power half of this. So in this way we measure this angle theta in terms of cos theta. Now if we take this the direction of electric field, so let us take first this positive one and its cos component onto this, cos component in this direction. As you know that in x-axis we take cos component. So if we take this is E positive and we have this cos theta. For the second one, again the angle is theta, this time E negative of cos theta, E negative of cos theta. Since cos theta is same, so total electric field E is equal to E positive plus E negative, and cos theta is common, cos theta. So here comes this equation. So what we got this E negative plus E positive and with a cos theta. And cos theta, how did we calculate? We took A upon r square plus a square under root of that. So in a way we were able to calculate the cos theta. Remember, since this is not an equilateral triangle, cos theta is not 60 degree. So here comes this equation. So now E positive Q, E negative Q and cos theta. Why there is a minus sign? Because the electric field is opposite to direction P. See, electric field in this direction and P is in this direction. So there is a negative sign. There is a negative sign. Rest is same. E positive, E negative, cos theta, and for direction opposite to P we put a negative sign and direction is opposite to P. So in this way we arrived at this equation.